Okay, in the other fixture, this was the last fixture of the quarterfinal stages, right? The most successful club in this competition, Liverpool, took on West Ham United, right, at Anfield. Understanding the fact that obviously Liverpool were the overwhelming favourites to progress to the semi-finals of this competition once again. Remember, they won this competition just 2 years back when they won it via penalty shootout against Chelsea at Wembley Stadium. You understand? And it's also worth noting that West Ham did defeat Arsenal en route to coming to this stage of this tournament. So Liverpool had to tread carefully. They could not underestimate their opponents, right? Otherwise, a potential upset was on the cards. So coming into this one, let's just say it, right? Both teams, Liverpool came from that very toothless goalless draw against Manchester United, irregardless of the fact that they dominated the entire game. But it was a very toothless, 0-0 draw. They could have scored so many goals, but unfortunately, they were just not clinical enough in front of goal. And it's also worth saying that, with that dominant performance, Liverpool had to come out guns blazing. They had to utilize this opportunity to come out guns blazing. And it also, coming into this game, Liverpool also made 6 changes. With Salah, with Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold dropping to the bench. We saw coming in their place, we saw Cody Gakpo, the likes of Cody Gakpo, the likes of Harvey Elliott, the likes of Curtis Jones coming into the starting 11 from that team that drew 0-0 against their their battle rivals Manchester United at Anfield. As well as West Ham United also made 6 changes as well. We saw the likes of Lucas Paqueta dropping to the bench. But then unfortunately we knew that Liverpool were going to win this game, overwhelming favourites to progress to the last 4. And that's exactly what we saw. Liverpool showed so much intent. They came out guns blazing. In this one. They showed real intent from the very first whistle of the game. They came out guns blazing. They did not give West Ham any opportunity to play. They did not give West Ham any opportunity to even hold on to the ball for at least for a period of a minute, 60 seconds. They didn't. Because Liverpool played on the press. They were pressing their opponents. We saw the first 2 real chances of the game came from Harvey Elliott. He skipped his marker, Berama, forcing a great long-range shot from outside the box. That was audacious. It just missed the target by inches. That was a great opportunity and a great shot from the youngster Harvey Elliott. As well as he also had another opportunity after some nice, crisp passing from the Reds. Once again, setting up another opportunity. Unfortunately, he just missed the target by inches. But then, unfortunately, again, Liverpool's dominance was going to be rewarded eventually. We knew that. In the first half, their first half dominance would be rewarded eventually. And guess who got onto the score sheet? Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian captain. It was another mistake from Berama. He gave away possession, in the midfield, and understanding the fact that that's not the type of position where you would want to give away the ball, right? That was very poor from Berama once again. Very poor from him, giving away the ball. And, they were punished. West Ham United were punished. Great long-range effort from Dominik Szoboszlai, proving once again that he can hit them from range. It was a clinical, wonderful, emphatic finish from long range, to give the Reds a deserved 1-0 lead going into the halftime break. And guess what? That was his 4th goal of the season in all competitions. He's 2nd in the League Cup, right? And he's been on fire this season since signing from RB Leipzig in the summer. And then we saw from that point onwards, the dominance just continued. It just continued. West Ham United did not. It was very rare to see West Ham United even play in Liverpool's half. They did not get that chance at all. They didn't even get a single shot on goal. Not even a single shot on goal. It was even very rare for you to even see West Ham even going into the Liverpool penalty area in the first 45. They did not at all. That's how dominant Liverpool were. They had another opportunity, did Liverpool, to double their advantage. Just unfortunate, Gakpo's header was just inches wide of the mark. Just by inches wide of the mark. You understand? You could see his header, well-timed, perfectly executed. Unfortunately, it just missed the other side of the post. You understand? Much to his surprise, but great effort, Great team effort from Liverpool. Great dominance once again. They showed up. They came out guns blazing. They knew what their intention was. They just wanted to go out guns blazing and punish their opponents for the fact that, they did not convert their chances in that Sunday encounter against Manchester United at Anfield. So basically, unfortunately for West Ham, they had to bear the brunt of Liverpool's frustration in that game against the Red Devils. Second half was the same old story. Same old story. Once again, in the 56th minute, guess what? Curtis Jones getting his first goal of the season. And what a way it came. Great through ball. Once again, man, that was a great through ball from Darren Núñez. Great through pass from Darren Núñez. Hands down. Wonderful through pass. And guess Curtis Jones on his weaker left foot. From a tight angle. You wouldn't expect that one to go from the back into the back of the net, considering the angle that he was at. That was a tight angle. From a tight angle, finding the back of the net through the legs of goalkeeper Areola. Maybe that was poor goalkeeping, but look, that was a great goal. Take nothing away from the goal. Take nothing away from Liverpool's play. And that actually killed West Ham's momentum because they were about to make a change. They were still in the game. At 1-0, they were still in it. They were about to make a change, bringing on Lucas Paqueta. But hey, before that change could happen, they were 2-0 down. And it was game over from that point onwards because the second goal was what put the killer effect to the game. It put the killer effect. You could tell that there was no chance of West Ham United actually getting back into the game at all. Yes, 2-0 is never a safe score, but you have to understand the way how Liverpool was so rampant, the way they were so dominant, the way they were so, the way they went out guns blazing. There was you could never ever fancy a chance for West Ham. You could never fancy the Hammers getting back from a 2-0 lead to actually force a 2-2 scoreline at Anfield when Liverpool are that dominant, right? Great goal once again from Curtis Jones. Wonderful through ball from Darren Núñez. And again, it was only to be worse for the Hammers once again. Cody Gakpo, that was again poor play from West Ham once again in that midfield. Konate, the defender, driving forward. He drove forward from defense to attack. One man as a center defender, center back. You understand? Driving the ball all the way forward. Poor defending once again from West Ham. It ricocheted off a couple of West Ham players, but still, that was very poor from West Ham. Very poor. They were very poor, West Ham. Very poor, to say the least. And guess what? Konate, setting up Cody Gakpo, slotted the ball with ease. Wonderful shot. Straight into the bottom left corner. Straight into the bottom left corner to make it 3. To put this tie beyond any reasonable doubt. You understand? And guess before that, just shortly before that, West Ham had an opportunity. That was basically their first chance at goal. Their first chance at goal. First shot. You understand? And it took them only 71 minutes. It took them 71 minutes just to get their first attempt at goal. Unfortunately, that was just a tame effort from the inform Mohamed Kudus. It was a very tame effort. It did not worry the goalkeeper at all. It was way off target, but it did give the West Ham supporters, the travelling supporters, some sense of encouragement that finally they did get their first attempt at goal. But it was a very tame effort. Great goal from Cody Gakpo once again. Wonderful run by Konate. Poor defending from West Ham United. And as for Cody Gakpo, he has scored in all the rounds in this competition. That's basically his third goal in the cup. And you understand, he has scored in every match in the Carabao Cup so far this season. And that's his third in the cup. His 7th overall in the season. 7th goal overall in the season for the Dutchman. And look, again, Paqueta losing the ball in attack for West Ham. And then again, right? Jared Bowen, once again on his birthday. The birthday boy, out of nothing. Producing something out of nothing. Producing a wonder strike out of nothing. That was a great goal once again from West Ham. Giving them at least some sense of pride. At least some sort of consolation for their dismal performance. At least they could take something away from Anfield after that dismal performance that they had last night. Against the Reds in that quarterfinal clash. Jared Bowen scoring his 12th goal of the season, his second in the cup. Bear in mind, he did score the winning goal against Arsenal as they dumped out inform Arsenal in the last round to make it to the stage of the competition. Great goal from the birthday boy once again. He's been on sublime form this season. Jarrod Bowen. He's been on sublime form. Wonderful goal. Cutting in onto his favorite right foot. You understand? Wonderful shot into the top corner. And at least he gave the travelling supporters something to celebrate. Something to cheer about. Scoring his 12th goal of the season. He's second in the cup. He's had a wonderful season so far. He's been involved. He's had 14 goal contributions so far. The Jarrod Bowen. Remember, he also has an additional 2 assists. He's had an excellent season. And that was a brilliant goal. Unfortunately, birthday boy, a bit of a present, but on your birthday, you on the losing side, you understand, but at least you scored a goal, which did actually give you some sense of pride. So yeah. And then man, Liverpool made it 4. Mohamed Salah, again, Lucas Paqueta substitute, giving away possession in the attacking half of the Liverpool area, and then Liverpool capitalized on the counter-attack. It just needed one pass. Just one pass. After Liverpool won the ball, it just needed one pass. After Paqueta was dispossessed, it was just one pass. Salah was set. Free on goal. He was set. Free on goal. Mohamed Salah off the bench. Just before that, he even missed. He redeemed himself for missing that opportunity after Darwin Núñez, did so well to force a shot. Unfortunately, it hit the post. Salah on the rebound failed to convert. It hit the underside of his boot, right? It hit the grip of his boot. You could see what he was just trying to do. He was just trying to place it, touch the ball into the back of the net. But unfortunately, it hit the grip of his boot and it went narrowly wide. So this goal that he did score, it redeemed himself. He was able to redeem himself for that horrendous miss earlier on. And guess what? For Salah, his scoring run does continue. His 15th goal of the season in all competitions. His first in the cup. You understand? It just says it all. It says it all. And guess what happened as well? 2 minutes later, the game was sealed beyond any reasonable doubt. 5-1. Curtis Jones once again. Wow. Individual effort, individual brilliance. It's like the West Ham players just allowed him to dribble past him. They just allowed him to dribble past him. Just like that. No effort whatsoever to win the ball whatsoever. No sort of attempt to actually win back possession. They just allowed him to dribble past him, wiggle his way as he scored the 5th goal. He put the icing on the cake. 5 stars, 5 goals for the Reds. What a way to actually bounce back from that disappointing toothless draw, goalless draw against Manchester United, irrespective of the fact that they were dominant. In that game, they registered 34 shots. Only 8 shots were on target. But at least, what a comeback for Liverpool. What a comeback for the Reds. And which now, in the next round, they face off against Fulham in the semi-finals. Whereas Chelsea face off against Middlesbrough. So the big guns, Chelsea and Liverpool, avoid each other. So now, hopefully, they will meet again in the final. Chelsea and Liverpool, and they will definitely. They will definitely. It's going to be a repeat of the 22 final. Once again. They will meet once again. Chelsea and Liverpool in the final. So, it's Chelsea taking on Middlesbrough in the semi-final. And then Liverpool take on Fulham in the other semi-final. And again, let's look at it for what it is. David Moyes has never won a game at Anfield after 21 visits. David Moyes, West Ham manager, has never won a single game at Anfield after 21 visits. That was his 21st visit at Anfield, and still he has never won a single game at Anfield. Again, West Ham, the last time they beat Liverpool was on the 7th of November 2021. So the drought still continues for the Hammers. It still continues.